Swiss Miss.
So
You gotta give me a heads up on this shit. You would think by episode 9 I'd have this down, but no. It just ambushed me with this damn thing. It's just on, it's rolling. Hey, that was episode 9 of season 3 of The Royals. And a damn fine episode it was. Look at this cast.
You wave at people.
All right, you asked for it, you got it.
Wave at
It's
them.
Tom Austin. How about that? Madness. And you know, look, Jeffrey's here. He'll take your questions. Jeffrey every week. But you know, the fans, they like Jeffrey because he allows their questions to be answered. Will and Alex are back.
Oh shit, this is
Will rolled in straight from Joshua Tree. He's probably still on the peyote right now. He's here.
Hey, Mark.
You think that guy gave away spoilers when he was sober? What do you get tonight? Alex Park, my God, the princess. She's here. She's back. And let me not forget, I got to work to my right. It's Prince Robert, or is it King Robert? Max Brown in the house. And Sarah Armstrong sitting in. Here's what I love about Sarah. Sarah's like, I had one. I don't know. I mean, Liam's sneaking around. He's asking what's up. Are we going to get there? Is the crown ever going to get to the man's head?
You're just going to have to tune in next
That's
week.
a good answer. Will, do you see this? That's how you answer that.
I'm actually watching it vicariously on Jeffrey's thing. It is amazing, is that?
I looked down there.
Thank you.
I looked at it. The man is hopped up on goofballs. He's staring at that
Jeffrey and I are bonding over here, Mark. Jeffrey and I are bonding. We can't
good
really
answer,
hear you.
Mark. That was a hell of a way to start. Here's the thing. There's so much to talk about, but let's start right there because there has been quite a buzz about your character this season. I mean, obviously, this is the season we introduced this character into the fold. Some people find him very villainous and at least suspicious, if not villainous.
You said some people. Most people mistrust Robert.
You know, I want to get back to what I was going to ask you, but
Sorry.
and you know, shit. I mean, we got 18 people here, so why not sidebar? I used to say, because you know, I made a show before this, and I used to say that at least the actors played characters. So when fans get online or on the Twitter or the Snap and Chat, and they say when they say mean stuff, they're usually talking about the character. They're not saying Max is terrible. They're saying Prince Robert is most of the time.
It's true.
Prince Robert is terrible, right?
Some are saying.
Now, I used to say I don't have a character. It was always Mark sucks. Right? There was no character to hide behind. But your Twitter, they're just killing you.
They literally are. I actually screen grabbed like the worst remarks about my character and put it out there like, thanks guys. And
It's a good way to roll, though.
luckily, I got some love back. They were like, you're playing him really well, that's why we hate him so much.
Well, there you go. See, exactly. Now, the question was going to be the longest-winded question ever. What is your perspective on Robert? You know, you and I have obviously had these conversations a lot.
Yeah.
How do you... You're not playing him as a villain or a scoundrel?
No, of course not. I think his heart, for me, is in the right place, and he thinks that he's doing the right thing by everybody.
Yeah,
So all those decisions, yeah.
Well, we talk about a character who always has a plausible reason for the choices he's making. I mean, this guy's been groomed to protect his family, so if he says to Jasper, which I want to segue into now, I've done this 9 times now. When he says to Jasper, I want the best, I'm going to get you back in the game, I also am going to need you to stay away from Eleanor. He may say, and I don't want to answer it for you, but I would think that his point of view is what? Is the help shouldn't be with the family?
I don't know. I don't know whether he takes that stand, but I think he wants to keep Jasper around because he knows how much his sister cares for him, and he just wants to play out that situation with him kind of controlling it slightly, I think.
We'll keep him close. Keep him close until he knows more.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So
Which
it's
I
from a
think is-
good place. Like I said, it's always from a good
Try
place.
selling that one through. Right.
Yeah.
Tom, first of all, it's great to see you because every single week they're like, "Where's Tom? What's going on? Why is Tom not here? We want to talk about Jaspinor. We want to talk about Jasper, separate from Eleanor, but mostly together."
Yeah,
Do you guys? You're aware of this, like the love for this couple? Yeah.
Well, we are now.
I mean, you must get bombarded. Your social media must get bombarded. And do they stop you in the streets to talk about the relationship and stuff? Because my mom is pissed off at me. When things go wrong with Jasper and Eleanor, I get shut down. Like I can't go home for holidays.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
She has a point. Yeah.
So I want to ask you, because your chemistry is so good on camera. You guys do such a good job together. Do you prepare together or separate? Is it scene dependent? Do you always prepare separate to keep it fresh? Like what is the process?
It completely depends because sometimes we can't prepare together because we're shooting
Other scenes,
stuff
usually not.
Yeah.
We might run it a couple
Will you
times.
discuss it? Will you talk about it? Or is it nice to just get in and start playing it? And
It depends. It completely depends. Sometimes, that we'll want to sit down with you and talk about stuff and figure stuff out. Sometimes we just want to go for it.
Depends on the type of scene that it is, I guess. That we're shooting. If it's a big, emotional one where, Jasper's doing bad things as usual.
Yeah, or a sex one.
Or a sex one. So we like to
keep it
scope
separate.
them out.
Yeah.
Keep them separate.
well, look, you guys, this. It doesn't just happen. I'm sure you know this. Obviously, what you're bringing, the colors you're bringing to these characters, is yours and yours alone. But these couples, this lightning in a bottle, when you get a couple that the fans are so passionate about, there's a bit of work being done on the page, but there's a lot of work you guys are doing. And it's really wonderful. You're doing great.
Thank you.
It's all
really good
acting.
stuff.
We hate each other. So it actually really says how good we are.
Tom, do you think of Jasper is he incredibly independent? Is this why he got into trouble with James Hill and the information? Like he won't ask for help even if he thinks someone might help him or have his best intentions at heart?
Yeah, I think he's one of those kind of people that has never been able to ask anyone for help, so doesn't know how to do it. So tries to do everything himself, and obviously can't. You know. And also, I think there's a lot of stuff it's talked about a lot in the script between, both characters, how they have a lot of issues with trust and things like that. And I think that's kind of, this season especially, we're really seeing how much that affects things and how difficult that can make things.
Yeah, I said on one of these post shows that I felt like Jasper had just as many trust issues as Eleanor does, and until those are dealt with, it's going to be really hard for them.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, they're almost going to kind of go round and round in circles.
Right. Which nobody wants. The fans don't want it. You guys don't want to play it. I don't want to write it.
Exactly.
So trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me. We've scratched the surface with those characters. I think individually and together. We've just scratched the surface. There's those. Look, it's no mistake that I enjoy and the writers enjoy writing these characters. Will, you still riding your buzz? Or are you with us?
I'm actually just taking notes over here from Jeffrey. Just
all right, good,
Jeff and I conferring. We have a whole thing going on.
good? Is
Jeffrey and I have a conference going on. I'm sorry.
Well, Liam and Jasper.
A lot to drink.
I could do with a drink. Actually.
We'll keep it focused. I swear. Liam and Jasper have had a great relationship. I like watching you guys together. In the last episode, you ended that episode at the bar, drinking, both sort of commiserating over trouble with your relationships. And back to when I wrote you doing the American accent, just antagonizing you in the car. I like watching the two of you together, but it occurs to me that Jasper and potentially is going to become Robert's security detail. may or may not. I mean, he said he'd think about it. But he did come to the tunnel to say, I'm not going to be yours any longer. Liam said, we'll think about it, or we'll see about it. Is this another thing that Liam is losing? He's lost a lot in the last few episodes, and now he's kind of losing his Greek chorus, if you will, somebody he can actually solve things with.
I really like the relationship that actually Liam and Jasper have together. They seem like they understand each other. They seem like they kind of got each other's back, and Liam can't trust many people. There aren't many people around he can really rely on. And Jasper is one of those people. So it was, I don't know. I feel like if he loses him, what is he kind of left with? I mean, everybody's kind of turned their back on him, including Willow and Catherine. Everyone's like kind of gone. So if Jasper goes, I think that could be potentially dire straits for Liam. But in saying that, I'm not going to reveal anything because obviously I'm really good at that. So we'll find out on episode 10.
Well done, Will. Well done.
Jeff and I did it.
All years.
Yeah, great.
Jeffrey's actually speaking in my ear. I'm just saying.
I like that. I see that Jeffrey wrote on the paper. He wrote, "Stop talking." Damn it! Now that totally. I just absolutely lost my train of thought. No, I was going to say to you, Will. So Liam has potentially lost everything. Yeah. And the fans all season seemingly have been supporting him in his quest, #King Liam, in his quest for the crown.
Yeah.
Sometimes they've been supporting, a lot of people supporting him in his quest for Catherine.
Yeah.
So I think that brings us to a poll. Let's do a poll, because now that we've seen the Privy Council has voted for Robert, how are the fans feeling now? Do they want to see King Robert? Or are they still hoping there'll be some sort of resurrection of King Liam? So wow face for Robert.
I wouldn't put much money on this.
Laughing face for Liam. You think I've set you up?
No.
This is definitely a setup.
Sarah?
Yeah. What?
Rosie and Jasper don't seem to get along very well.
He just
Right? They've crossed paths a couple times now. It doesn't seem to be, they don't seem to be in cahoots, these two. Does it matter?
I know.
I mean, potentially.
I mean, they both want the best for Eleanor, don't they, really? But
Well,
they just don't think that, well...
I think that's a great...
Although
Now she's worried. She's worried about what she's going to get
I
away.
do.
You did have that moment where you let him go and talk to her, didn't she, in the last episode?
You let
She had a soft spot.
remember
so-
Rosie let what?
Yeah.
There's a...
She let Jasper
happening?
come in and
You
talk.
just moseyed.
No.
What's the
No.
matter with you?
No, we didn't.
No,
You're
there's a-
talking about when. Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow.
Well, you're on.
Jeffrey and I are still
It runs in the family. What can I say? It runs in the family.
Oh,
You got
literally
some of
can't
my
hear
bad
anything that's
traits
going
as
on
well,
down
Holy
as
shit.
well as my good ones.
Say things.
Can somebody get the Jamesons? You have to drink a shot for that. Somebody's got to go get the
Antonio will help,
Jamesons.
but
Come
yeah.
on.
Really hot.
Holy God. I was...
I was like, have I watched this?
I was... Anyway. All right,
Speak
Max.
when spoken to.
Well,
know these rules.
Jesus Christ. He just... Did you follow that one at all, Tom?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Jeffrey,
10.
God help us. What's happening online with our poll and our questions?
So a lot of
just
people are still King Liam fans. There's tons and tons of laughing face emojis coming.
Unbelievable.
But still some wow.
After that speech?
Yeah.
Do you know how long it took me to learn that?
You did quite well, by the
But
way. Well done.
I think people do. I mean, this is the first time they get to hear from you, Max. They want to know your side of Will and sort of Liam and Robert's relationship. How do you think Robert views it?
I think he's acting a little jealous at the moment, and it's winding me up a bit. Is this real Jameson?
Oh no.
It is.
Absolutely is.
Great, good.
Party foul.
Really going for it on
Here's
tonight.
to Mosley.
Long live the
Well, you know, he flew in. He's
I'll
he's
drink,
still a
I'll
little-
drink it all if you want. I was going to sip it.
All right, okay.
You're
Oh,
gonna
yes,
sip
more
the
civilized.
How many
whiskey,
people
right?
are tuning out?
It's the
Does
difference
anybody-
between Robert and Liam. Robert's a little more civilized. Not just going to shoot
Exactly.
the thing. He's going just sip it.
Yeah,
right,
I
you
think
answer the
it's
question.
a hard
Give it to
thing. He
Will.
came back from the dead, and I guess he was hoping to be received with open arms, but his brother was a little bit, put out of sorts because he was mentally prepared to become the next King of England, and then suddenly his brother arrived on the scene and was very determined to become the King of England and didn't really consider his younger brother's feelings. And I'm sorry for that.
However, I should point out that at the beginning of tonight's episode, Liam had fallen in line, seemingly. He told Jasper, it's not the day for this. We need to be unified. I'm here to support my brother. By the end of the episode, that had changed. How did we get there?
Fickle.
Well,
Sorry.
Because he saw a different shade of Robert with the Cyrus thing.
Well, yeah, and I also think I think Liam, especially in the episode, I can't remember exactly which episode it was, but when Robert sort of set him up to be with Queen Helena, when he went in and he said, I'm ready for this, Mum, and blah, blah, blah. I think that in itself was a seed for Liam because he really got shut down. He really got kind of turned away. He walked away by himself. Robert and the Queen were left together to kind of talk this through. And I think even then, Liam's just sort of denied his instinct throughout. He sort of denied, no, my brother isn't that person. My brother isn't that person. My brother isn't that person. But I think at the end of this episode, we see that actually you got to follow your heart, and that's it.
That's
Going back to that moment.
Send him to the desert more often.
When I came in,
Don't worry, I'm going back tonight.
when Robert came in and said that he would support you, I genuinely think he meant
See?
it.
I was going to point that out.
I genuinely do. I think he'd spoken.
I love this. No, this is important because
He'd spoken with Catherine, and he was like, "Do you know what? I don't really." He has his persona in front of the crowds, in front of his mother. He knows all this expectation of him, but I think him as a person, he's not. He doesn't really want to become king. Part of him.
See, this is interesting because he did stay on the island for quite a
But
while.
then he made his decision that he would.
But this
I'm
is
very happy.
I feel like we're in the show right now.
But here's what I like about that, because Will said that Robert led him to the wolves, that set him up with his mom.
Yeah.
And I asked Will a couple weeks ago, I said, do you think that if Helena would have picked Liam, that Robert would have supported him? And you're saying, yes, that he was being genuine in that moment. And Will was like, not a chance. So I love that. I love that.
Some people are suggesting a shirtless fight would help solve this.
We did that already.
Goodness me.
That already. Episode 7.
It's not that kind of show.
We did that.
Okay. Tom, people are wondering, would Jasper, give up Eleanor for a job to, work for Robert, or is this the best chance for him to finally be with Eleanor?
I think that's a good question. I think that's a question that is going to potentially be answered next week.
Well done, Tom. Will.
Time.
Write that shit down,
Yeah.
Will.
All right, Jeff and I are doing a good thing over here.
That's absolutely right, Tom. Well done.
Thank you.
This is I'd like to point out this is my first show.
Don't worry, Max, this is my 10th time still.
Alex,
Yes.
I know you're there. I don't know why I'm shouting tonight. I'm excited. It's good to have you guys
Yeah.
here. It was a great episode.
shout
Do you
if
think
you
it was a
want.
great episode?
Your house. Shout as much as you want. Shout.
Yeah, but I get like Gilbert Godfrey. Do you know Gilbert Godfrey?
Gilbert.
I do.
Oh, Gil.
That's what I saw. Ah!
Godfrey, yes.
Oh my God! That was a great episode. It just becomes very Gilbert Godfrey. Right?
It was good, though.
People don't understand. Okay. Sorry. Alex,
Yes.
Sebastian offered her this opportunity.
Yeah.
In her words, to be more than a princess. It almost feels like, let's set Sebastian aside, that this opportunity is like a rebound opportunity potentially. It comes at a time when she told Jasper, I don't care about your apology. I can't accept your apology. It seems like this offer is even more lucrative because of where she's at in terms of her head and her heart, don't you think?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a rebound option really at this point, but I think you're right in saying that maybe things have progressed in that she's, like I think last time you asked me when I did this nice little chat that we have, that she wasn't accepting what's going on. And I think now at this point after episode 9, Eleanor's kind of it is kind of sinking in, and she realizes that she is hurt and that she's been hurt a million times, and that she loves Jasper very much, but that she doesn't want to be hurt anymore. And she's starting to, look at her brothers and see her family all together, and the, enormity of enormity.
We'll go with it.
Yeah.
That was good.
Of what's
Enormity.
yeah, whatever. Of all that's going on, and she wants to do good, and I think she's grown up a lot in this season, and that's what she wants to do. She wants to do something with her life, and
Yeah, that's good.
she's just running around in a circle with Jasper, and it's too hard to accept that.
Well,
Do you think the return of her brother has inspired her to do that?
That's not how this.
That sounds like a loaded question.
I think we've all grown up a bit, haven't we?
To answer your question, Max.
What?
Yes.
I was about to say that, this family, they're all chasing things. Liam is, trying to come into his own. As I've often said, it's one thing when you have a leader and a follower. It's another thing when you have seemingly two leaders. But Eleanor now is like, she said, I'm a princess. I can't be gone. I'm a princess. And I think the light might be going on. Like, maybe that's not enough. Maybe you can be a princess and other things.
Yeah, and I think, the responsibility that Helen has given her in little drips and drabs throughout the season has
her
been
father.
and her father and even her brothers in a way has kind of given her the feeling that maybe she is capable of doing more than just drugs in her bedroom and waiting for Jasper. And so,
Nice.
yeah,
I like that.
thank you.
That's good stuff.
Thank you.
Max,
Did you like it, Max?
Max, do you think...
Emoji thumbs up.
You're drunk.
It's a combination of jet lag and
Tom, what do you do with yourself when we're not making this show? You haven't been in LA. Do you spend much time in LA?
Yeah, a fair bit.
And you travel a bit, don't you?
Yeah, I get about.
I mean, the fans have been like, more Tom would want to know about Tom. So I just wanted to say, what happens with Tom when he's not making the Royals? Do you work a lot?
Do you
Do you
have
take other
hobbies?
jobs? Would you rather not work and just get your head straight?
Who
or do you-
is Tom?
Tom, wow. This is a whole other show. You can sit back, Max.
No, I'm
Not
interested.
answering any of your questions.
Who are you?
I'm
Who
just
are
interested. Who are
you?
you?
Here. Who's in here?
Who inspires you? Is it Robert?
Now
I
it
said yes to
seems
come here.
weird. All I asked the man was, does he get to LA very often, or does he travel a lot? I didn't ask him to bare his soul, but if you'd like to,
We're here.
Maybe next week I'll bear my soul.
All right,
I'll
good.
see how I'm going.
good. All right, well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
We've said that Jasper's a bit of a soldier of fortune. He's a bit of an independent creature.
Yeah.
Do you share that? Like, are there things that you share with Jasper? Are you more you're going to hang out with your pals, or are you going to sort of get some alone time and check out for a bit?
No, I think after you've been when you've played a character for like 3 years, and with you and the writers and everything, you get to be able to bring more of yourself to the character. I think maybe initially I didn't have as much in common with Jasper, but probably do more so now and understand him and kind of can sympathize more with what before I thought were probably really bizarre choices that a person would make. Now I feel like I get them a lot more.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure if that's what you're asking, but
No,
that
it
was
is.
There were a lot of
and
questions.
I think as we peel layers away, we heard a bit about your father this season.
Yeah.
We start to sort of with any storytelling, the deeper you can go, the more back roads you can drive.
Yeah.
You start filling in that color palette, I think.
Yeah.
As I said, I have said it out loud. I think this is the best season yet, and you guys are all a big part of it. Should we call my mom and ask her what she thinks? My mother.
I'm nervous about this.
Now, here's the thing.
Drunk.
You'll be able to tell within the first 5 seconds whether she's feeling the episode or not. So here we go.
Should we take a poll? Is she feeling the episode or not?
Thumbs up if she is.
This might be a challenging one for her. She's protective of Liam.
She is.
She's Sorry. Hey, Mom, are you there?
Yes, sir.
How are you? How you doing?
Oh, Mark, what a good show tonight.
That's so nice of you to say. I was saying I wasn't sure how you were going to be feeling about this one. You like this one?
Oh, yes, when Robert gave his speech, you wanted to stand up and say bravo. I mean, it was so good.
How about that? Max is here.
Max.
He's sitting right next to me. I think he's thrilled to hear that.
He's a good ride to your son.
Such a great performance.
Thank you very much.
How about that, Max? Wow.
Wow.
Now, I also want you to know, Mom, that's very nice of you to say. I said the same thing. You know, Max is British, so he can't take a compliment. But I told him the same thing. Tom is here. He plays Jasper, as you know.
Oh, Jasper, you poor thing.
Thank you.
See?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, he's been roughed up a little lately, huh?
Yes, he has. I don't know how he's ever going to get out of this one.
Well, you know, he's his own worst enemy sometimes, I think, Jasper.
Yeah,
you know, because
absolutely.
he seemingly is reluctant to trust people around him, I think.
Well, it just seems like I don't know how in the heck he's ever going to get out of this one.
Well, there is an episode left, Mom.
One
Only
more.
one, Mark. This should just be halfway through. How are you going to do all this in one more?
You know, Mom, I'm
good
thinking we
question.
should get you a network position. Exactly.
Did you give her notes to say?
It's a wonderful thing to say. And, you know, potentially we'll get a season 4, so if we can't answer all of your questions in the next episode, maybe we'll get at least 10 more and be able to do
Well,
that.
we better.
I agree. We have a full house tonight, Mom. Alex is here.
Oh, my goodness. Hi, Alex.
Hi.
And William is here. And,
Hi, William.
and Sarah is here. She plays Rosie, Eleanor's new security guard.
Yes, I know that. Hi,
Jeffrey's
Rosie.
here.
I'll call her Rosie, but she's really
She calls you Rosie.
I like Rosie. She can
So,
call her whatever she wants.
well, I'm glad that you liked the episode. I had said in the writer's room, just so you know, Mom, that I felt like the end of Act 5, when the bells chimed and Robert realized that the Privy Council had selected him as king, I felt like that was worthy of a season ender. And yet, we've still got a whole great big episode left.
Oh, I know. And Cyrus.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. You could feel his anger coming out of the screen.
Yeah, did you notice at the very end of the scene, he spits and there's like spit all over him. It's fantastic. Like Jake just went for it. He was literally foaming at the mouth.
Oh, that was a wonderful performance from him, too.
You know, Jake's going to be here next week, and if you say that, you will make his year. So,
Well,
you know, we haven't had Jake on the show yet, and everybody likes a compliment, so I'll try to remember. I mean, obviously, he does good work in the finale as well, but I'll try to remember to bring that around because I'm sure Jake would appreciate hearing that.
oh, it was excellent. He did that excellently.
Well, I love talking to you when you've enjoyed the episode. I always like talking to you, but tonight particularly, your enthusiasm is appreciated. I love you for it. And next week is our finale, so you got to come back, right? You got to take part in the finale, yeah?
Oh, absolutely, Mark.
All right, so we'll talk to you next week. Have a good night, Mom.
Hey, you too.
I love you. Bye.
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 All right, so she likes the episode. Thank God. Again, I just feel like the sense of momentum driving into the finale is really, the show's in a really great place. And I've said this before, you know, we, the writers, we get in a room in March and we start planning these things. And we can, you know, we get excited about storylines, we get excited about new characters. You know, we envision those things and you hope to get it right. And quite honestly, sometimes you don't. I mean, sometimes you end up with, Max or.
You've got quite a few
Very
miles
good
to be
point.
here for that.
I can say that facetiously because sometimes you get it really, really right, as we did with you, Max. And you find that the talent and the cast brings things to those characters that you didn't even envision. And you guys are just doing great work, and it's a pleasure. It really is to see the work that we saw in episode 9. To come to work every day. I directed the finale, so we all spent our time in the trenches together on it. And I agree with my mother. I think we should make a bunch more, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jeffrey. Anything online before we wrap this up?
Yes. Christina wants to know, I think from everybody, should we trust Mr. Parker? Should Helena be opening up herself to him?
I thought, by the way, I should say, I thought Elizabeth was wonderful in that scene with you, Alex. Oh, yeah. You guys were great in that
I was
scene.
all right.
Yeah, you were all right.
Just kidding.
The apple
She was
doesn't fall
amazing
far
in the-
from the tree.
I didn't write the scene,
well
Max.
Well done, Max.
Elizabeth was amazing in that scene.
That was a great scene when she was emotional about being the queen and her place in all of it and having a wonderful life, and yet, wishing that you always wish that things might be different. So I think that with Jack Parker, it's just I don't think you have to be wary of Jack Parker's intentions. We do that quite a bit on this show. Someone says, "Trust me," and you automatically don't. I think that he was there to represent the road not taken for her. He had said to her, if you could step away, if you can leave and be away. Oh, I might have done it. Did you finish that?
I finished it. It's okay. Keep going. No one.
Was it? I can't remember now. If you could step away, now you'll truly have that sense of control that you've been chasing. But she couldn't do it, and I think you see a bit of that in her parenting of Robert and Liam and Eleanor. But that sense of control, that sense of controlling the identity of the family and the image of the family, it's hard for her to walk away from it. It really is her life, her business. It's her career, it's her family, it's all tied into one. And it's, I think, the thing that she's raised a monarchy as much as she's raised, probably more so than she's raised the kids.
Well,
I wouldn't, that's a long-winded way of saying, Jack's fine.
the comments, the entire broadcast have been they want another season, and I think this is a good sort of final question for the broadcast. What would you do for a season 4?
Ooh, what would we do for a season 4 pickup? Ooh, that's a good question.
Celebrate.
Sarah, what will you do for a season 4
What would I
pickup?
do for it, or what do
Yeah.
in the season?
Do you know any
What
bar
would you do?
How far would
Cora?
you go?
Well, what would it be about?
Do you know any bar tricks?
What
tricks do you know?
They don't get it, Jeffrey.
What would you do? Would you like quack like a duck or something?
Oh,
They're
I
going
get it.
like
I don't get it.
No.
Yeah, no, you didn't get it, Alex.
I thought you meant what would the season.
Yeah, that's what I thought
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, would you drink a shot of Jameson's?
Yeah, not now.
Yeah, of course you would.
It's very hot in here.
I'll tell you what I would do. I would do similar work to what we've done for the last 9 episodes because I'm proud of them, and then raise the bar a little bit. Like it's it's a privilege to make the show. We hope to get another season. I think the fans should believe in that. I certainly believe in that. And come back for the finale of season 3. It will not be, I like to think, our series finale. It's going to be a season finale. It's next week. It's wonderful. All of these guys are going to be there. Elizabeth Hurley's going to be here. Jake Maskell's going to be here. It's going to be a full house. We're thrilled that you guys watch it. If you want to keep the conversation going, you can talk about it here on Facebook. You can do the Snapchat, the Instapic, and the
so close.
yeah, exactly,
Right.
and the Twittering thing.
The Twitter.
So,
We love Twitter.
listen,
I love
we love you
Twitter.
guys for hanging out.
I should
Guys,
do my Instagram.
these guys flew in, like they flew in to be here with you tonight. Well done. And everyone will be back next week. You should be too. We'll see you then. We'll see you after the finale. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.